Erinnya lyange nze Ssetwadda Charles, chairman LC1 Bwezadajje mu muluka gw'Ebwendero, Kalangala district. Ekyalo kino nakigendako okutandika mu 2000 nga nze ssentebe waakyo. Naye kyalina ebizibu, tekyalina makubo, tekyalina masomero, tekyaliko malwaliro, n'abatuuze baali batunulidde nnyo omulembe nga gwa kuvuba n'okusala emiti. Lunaku lumu 2015 Jeno Katumba ne famire ye bajjako ku kyalo kwe bazaalibwa, ne bajja ne batulaba ng'abatuuze abaliko ng'abakulembeze, ne batubuuza naye ku kyalo kuno ki musinga okwetaaga. Bwe twakitunuulira ekyali kisinga okuba ekizibu bwali kutaasa bulamu bw'abantu. So nga nze mu kiseera ekyo nga chairman nalinawo akagaali ne kapikipiki nga nze sirina pulogulaamu ntuufu kuba buli kaseera baakuyitanga ne tutyaba nti eddwaliro kyali kikulu nnyo mu kiseera ekyo.
So I came up with an idea that just for the legacy of our family, why can't we have a small health facility? The next time we traveled with the Rotarians, and we went on to the village, and I gave them this story of how touching it was. By then, I think Rotarian made that it was either the incoming president or the president. Then he jumped on the idea, he bought the idea and said we should make this. He had this acronym which he used during his term.
Big, better and bold projects.
So he said, no, let's try to make it something big.
The type of projects we were doing were largely medical outreaches and a few interventions like maybe counseling and what. But I would see, because the island has many, places. You go this year, with this quarter, you go to one landing site. Then when you go to another. And you find that it takes maybe a full 1 year or two to go back to the first. So at that point, towards my year, I say, let me plan.
So in a nutshell, that's how the idea of the dispensary starts.
We team up with General Katumba Amara, and figures which I can remember, Nelson, Ayuri Nabayunga, also Sekamuri, and other people. We go and do a needs assessment, and what do we find?
When we were carrying out a needs analysis with the community, 3 ladies approached me. Those 3 mothers had a concern, and their concern was, whereas we are giving them a health center, they felt they needed a school, an early childhood school, because their girls used to go to school late, since they used to be raped as they used to walk to school in the forests.
And that sent shivers in the spine of the other parents, and they decided their children would go to school. So then we said that those, and then other need now was to start a toddler's school, so that maybe those toddlers can be able to look at a blackboard.
General almost suggested that we hold the health center project and go on with the school. But the health center project had reached almost a level of conclusion. So during the launch of the health center, we informed the community of the need and what the mothers had told us. And the Kaizi family came up and offered the land where we are currently constructing the school. We started with 1 block, and it housed both the teachers and the students. The school initially started with 15 children, but with the demand for education, especially from the islands, and the children can't cross the lake every day, and the distance from the landing site to the school is like 5 to 6 kilometers. Some parents brought their children from the islands to the school.
And before we knew it, it had even moved from what we had envisaged as a small thing into a big thing.
So when we looked at that, we said, what do? We also had problems, the very area there are other islands which are in the water. They have to come here to access medical.
Attending to more than 1,000 people every month. So we had to look for drugs time and again to support the facility, because it was not under the Ministry of Health, which we have been trying to move towards, so that at least the Ministry of Health takes over responsibility for supporting the facility. Because we are paying the health workers and we're also buying the drugs.
So we decided to adopt a village as a dream. Because problems were many and because resources were not enough, we decided let's adopt a village.
In Adopt a Village kind of project, you go in an area and solve one problem after another and after another, according to the needs you find. You look at all the areas of focus in Rotary. If it's wash, you look at the wash. If it's medical, you look at the medical. If it's education, you support the education, all that. When I came in, I found that another president had started the school, but then the teachers didn't have where to sleep. So I added a block of residentials for the staff just to add on to the solving of the problem.
During the year I was president, my main focus was to ensure we constructed dormitory for the children so that we can give the children and the teachers their privacy.
This magical year, we have gone ahead and completed that dormitory. Completion meaning we have painted the building, we have put windows, we have put doors, we roofed the building. Eventually, we launched the dormitory on the 26th of April, 2025.
Each president has been making implement. So when you reach there, you really see all aspects of what intervention should be, which create impact in the community.
We've done so many things as a Rotary Club of Kampala, Ssese Islands. One would ask themselves, why do we do these things? I mean, we exist in our communities, and because we live in these communities, we see the challenges that these communities face. So we try and find out what are the root causes of these challenges, and we try and solve those problems for those communities. At the end, we need to create impact in the communities. That's why we do what we do. And in the process, it actually changes us.
I'm glad that the girls of Daje have now somewhere to sleep.
The teachers are enjoying their privacy, although we have to renovate their quarters.
The impact is gradually growing. It's very good that we have even brought some partners on board. Some of the partners are the Chinese company called CRBC, which has been helping us with the infrastructure development. We have got another partner called Vasan, who has been helping us with scholastic materials. And when we discussed, it sounded like he's ready to do more than what he's doing.
Now I see that we are moving towards at least addressing everything, and now we can replicate this into another community.
This year, we are building up on what the past presidents have done. We are going to Serere this year. 2025-2026 is going to be a year of massive impact. We're going to a place called Akoboi in Serere. Akoboi is a village that they like to call the last village before the lake. It is set in a very remote area. As a result, there are very, very few amenities. There's just one health center serving 5 villages.
The mothers are delivering in very dire conditions. The maternity ward is not only very, very small, but also it lacks the basic equipment that is needed.
When I saw this, I approached members of my club and asked them if we could adopt a village in Serere, and they ran away with it. They were excited to do something in Serere. The goal is to have a maternity ward built to the standards of a health center 3. And when complete, we'll have all the amenities, including bathing beds and neonatal services. The community in Serere is excited to work with the Rotary Club of Kampala, Ssese Islands, alongside all our partnering clubs. We have the Rotary Club of Serere itself, we have the Rotary Club of Ngora, Rotary Club of Kumi, and the Rotary Club of Soroti, all of whom are very excited to work with us. The presidents are on board, and some new partners like Ruby Hospital that have pledged to support this venture.
So this is a call to all of us, Rotarians who are here, but also guests, our guests, to come out and donate and support generously so that we can improve the maternal and child health outcomes of the communities in Serere.
Rally behind the Rotary Club of Kampala, Ssese Islands to create impact by changing the lives of the community in Akoboi.
The idea of adopting a village is growing, one piece after the other. It's growing, and I think it's worth celebrating as a Rotary Club.